Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from whichever part of the world you're from. This is Kavita Ramshan from Life Success Coaching in Mauritius. So, I'm reading the book You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor, my mentor. I've been reading that book since quite some time now. I'm on chapter 3. I was doing chapter 1 and 2 on Facebook as a live. I've switched to YouTube. So, I'm going to try to bring chapters 1 and 2 here in my playlist. But until then, I've started with chapter 3 so that my followers get the continuation. All right. So, the chapter, this name, the title of this chapter is You Are an Image Maker. And we're going to continue on that right now. So it says here most religions teach that God is responsible for everything made in this world, and I would fully subscribe to this proposition. However, as co creators, human beings must bear responsibility for what God makes in their lives. See, it's so easy to say that, yeah, God created this, I cannot do anything. Of course, we can. Yes, God gave us this world, God gave us nature, beautiful nature, but God gave us the power to co create with God. And if we can co create, then we need to bear responsibility for our creation. Whatever we create from what we've been given as a gift, that becomes our responsibility, isn't it? And we should also think that, okay, if this has happened in my life, and if God is the one who creates everything, then I must take responsibility for what God has created in my life also, right? Okay, there's a story that Bob Proctor said that illustrates this idea very well. So the name of the story is The Minister and the Farmer. A story I once illustrates this point exceedingly well. Many years ago, a minister was driving along a remote country road when he happened upon a very beautiful farm. The farm was kept in absolutely magnificent condition. The fences were well cared for, the crops were a radiant green, and although the house was set back some distance from the road, it was abundantly clear that it had a clean, fresh coat of white paint on it. Well cultivated flower beds encircled the house and stretched all along both sides of the long wide driveway leading to it from the road. In a neat row along both sides of the drive as well were straight lines of tall green poplar trees reaching up to a picturesque pale blue sky. The lawns surrounding the house were a deep rich green, and as well manicured as any putting green ever was. Indeed, the entire picture would have fit well on a postcard, since it was absolutely breathtaking in its splendor. Then the minister looked off to his right, to the other side of the road. Here the fields were plowed. The earth, he was amazed at how the furrows had been plowed in such a way that they stretched out in rows as straight as clotheslines. Far off in the distance, the minister could see the farmer sitting up on his tractor with a straw hat on the back of his head and clad in an old light blue pair of